um, when you set up the group, and when is it the point, like if there is a tipping point that you say from scratch you had objectives, you had targets, so we want to achieve this, or it's more like to sort of open up and create a group where people can I don't know if I'm
Sure, no, it's a
expressing
good
myself.
question. I understand what you're saying. Look, I can answer that very clearly. Well, I didn't set up the group. Another gentleman did in response to an awful experience that he had on his birthday when he and his heavily pregnant wife were trapped at the Grand Hyatt and couldn't get a taxi and had to stand by watching tourists bribing the taxis and going through the fishing, and they were there for hours and stuck, and it was just a terrible experience. And that happened on the 24th of June this year. And he set the group up on the 30th of June. It was about 10 p.m. on the 30th of June this year. He set the group up, and in an hour we had 100 members in an hour. I mean, he actually set it up on another Facebook group. He just put a post, and the comments were coming in faster than I could read them. And I think there was something like 100 comments within half an hour, and he suddenly realised this was bigger than just a single thread on another group. He set it up, and it was a venting place. So for the first week, everybody's vented. We had within 2 days there were 500 members. That's how it resonated with the Macau.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is a group in English. English is not a widely spoken language in Macau, and we only have 600,000 people in Macau. The number of people that can read and write and speak English, I don't know what the number is, but it's a small percentage of that. But yet we had 500 people within 2 days, and we have 2,000 people now only 2 months later. So we vented for the first week, and then suddenly it crystallised quite quickly that this was a group of action. It wasn't a group where we were just going to, excuse my choice of language, just sit there and bitch about it.
Yeah.
We were going to actually do something about it. And the culture of that, already a culture has formed within that group. I've been trying to be polite to each other. Of course, it's an internet forum, so we have little flare-ups from time to time, but we try to be polite to each other. We try and work together. People are encouraging each other, and the group has a goal. And the goal is not to embarrass anyone, but is to fix the problem. So that's what we're about, fixing the problem.
Can you identify? Then we will go to the release of this data today. But can you